This old man isn't homeless, he's sharp, but with bottled water costing 1.5 yuan and wheat selling for only 1.38 yuan per pound. When clean water costs more than the grain he grows, how much wheat does he have to sell just to take one sip? It's not just about being poor. It shows something even crueler. These folks have gray hair and aged hands, yet they're still working hard just to survive. And this keep working even in old age reality doesn't just apply to farmers. Across China, many elderly at the bottom of society face a harsh truth. After 60, retirement isn't a right, it's a luxury. Working until you drop has become the norm. In recent years, the Chinese government has been gradually raising the retirement age. Starting January 1, 2025, men retire at 63 instead of 60 and women at 58 instead of 55. On the surface, it's a response to an aging population. In reality, it's squeezing out every last drop of labor. But what's really chaining them to endless labor? It's not retirement policy, it's the brutal truth. If they don't work, they can't even afford food or medical care. In Honghe, Yunnan province, a 71-year-old man carries cement bags on a construction site. He earns 0.5 yuan per bag. In just 30 minutes, he moved 8 tons of cement. In Zhengzhou, Henan, a 76-year-old unloaded 2 tons of cement by himself. A 73-year-old carried cement upstairs and built scaffolding. State media praised him for lightening his children's burden while he's still strong, turning suffering into a virtue. These seniors, well past retirement age, are lifting 20-pound cement bags for a mere $0.07 per bag. But on CCP-run media, they're hailed as resilient, independent, even role models. Once you're brainwashed into thinking this is honorable, the party can vanish with its corruption money, no longer feeling responsible for the retirement it once promised. According to China's National Bureau of Statistics, by 2024, over 300 million Chinese people are over 60. But where's the support for their final years? How's the government caring for them? In 2021, Xi Jinping announced that China had completely eliminated rural poverty, nearly 99 million people, simply by declaring it, a miracle they claimed, just like during COVID. One order, and the virus magically disappeared. Positive wasn't called positive anymore. It was high-risk population. Netizens joked, even the virus is scared of the party flag. But is it really true? According to China's Ministry of Human Resources and Social Security, as of 2024, the minimum basic pension for urban and rural residents is 123 yuan per month, about $17 US. That's 0.5 USD per day, far below the World Bank's poverty line of 5.5 US dollars per day. In poorer regions, some elderly folks over 60 only get about 80 yuan per month. That's barely enough to survive, let alone cover any medical bills. This March, Premier Li Qiang proposed raising the pension by 20 yuan per month. Many netizens mocked it. That's enough for 2 bags of sugar. What a sweet deal. It's 20 yuan, but that's 10% more. Sure, pensions went up 240 yuan a year, but rural medical insurance also keeps rising. Soon, it'll be a loss. Some economists defended the move. There are 171 million rural seniors receiving just 223 yuan per month, or 7.4 yuan per day. If pensions rise by 20 yuan, that's 243 yuan per month, or 8.1 yuan per day. That's an increase of just 0.7 yuan per day. Multiply that by 171 million people. It costs the state 41 billion yuan a year. But here's the real question. Are there really 171 million seniors receiving this money? And even if so, how many actually get 223 yuan? And is 41 billion yuan really a big number for the government? In 2018, one official, Li Jianping, a development zone secretary, was caught embezzling 3 billion yuan. That's enough to raise pensions by nearly 300 yuan for every one of those 171 million elderly. In 2024, Xi Jinping promised 360 billion yuan in funding to Africa over the next 3 years. Helping 1.71 billion seniors would cost just 410 billion, barely 0.4% of that aid package. Meanwhile, top Chinese officials enjoy luxury retirement benefits: drivers, bodyguards, housekeepers, premium medical care, all on taxpayers' dime. Take Zheng Tuobin, former Minister of Commerce. His monthly retirement package totaled nearly 49,250 yuan, 400 times the average pension for ordinary Chinese elders. And how many officials are getting pensions like this? The Bureau of Retired Officials at the National Bureau of Statistics spent 23.5 million yuan in 2023. The National Development and Reform Commission 167 million in 2024. China Meteorological Administration 12.8 million in 2025. The government is willing to spend billions on those already rich and powerful, but when it comes to helping ordinary people drink clean water, suddenly 20 yuan becomes a big deal. So how about the children of those rural elderly? Due to China's one-child policy since 1980, most seniors only have one child, who now struggles in the city with rent, mortgage, and work pressure. And once they hit 35 and are no longer useful, they get tossed out like trash. Their houses go into foreclosure. In China, 1 out of every 6 elderly people lives alone. Their daily life is eating alone, sleeping alone, waiting alone, hoping their children will come visit. The party once promised, 1985, have one child, government will care for you. 1995, government helps with care. 2005, don't count on the government. 2012, delay retirement, care for yourself. With no kids to care for them, these empty nest seniors haul water, cook, farm, selling a few vegetables just to get by. And even then, they're chased away by city inspectors. Even in their twilight years, they're still hustling to survive and denied even the right to earn with dignity. Because in rural areas, farming doesn't pay. Crops are worthless, resources are funneled into mega cities, no money for homes, no way to raise a family, so their children leave. And when those kids see their parents collapse on surveillance footage, how much pain must they feel? Meanwhile, rural healthcare is nearly non-existent. As of 2023, there were just 34,000 township clinics across China, many with only basic tools. Major illnesses require travel to city hospitals, where reimbursement is a nightmare. Usually under 30%, even a simple flu treatment in the city can cost 3,000 yuan. Rural insurance contributions average just 380 yuan, with the government adding 640, barely 1,000 total. That's not even enough for one minor surgery. By contrast, CCP high-level retirees enjoy world-class medical care. Over 2,100 retired provincial-level officials and their spouses cost the state 420 million yuan a year, 200,000 per person, and 75% of that goes to appearance maintenance, beauty, cosmetic care, luxury wellness. Former Health Minister Yin Dakui once revealed, in 2006, China spent 700 billion yuan on healthcare. Government funding covered 119 billion. Of that, 80%, 952 billion, went to just 8.5 million party officials. The remaining 1.3 billion people, they shared 238 billion, just 20%. Rural elders face a heavy illness with just 7 yuan a day. If they get sick, they must borrow money from relatives. Meanwhile, party retirees can call in top-tier doctors from around the world, even for a gray hair. These elders once trusted the party, now they're left with hunger, sickness, and silence. During land reforms, they lost their land. During the famine, they ate bark. During the Cultural Revolution, they were either persecutors or victims. After reforms, their kids left for cities. They stayed behind, broken in body and spirit. Before seizing power, the CCP said, workers and farmers will run the country. After taking power, they just run them into the ground. After taking power, they became the ruling class and farmers the ruled. Believe the party and you'll pay the price. Every promise, broken. Every lie comes back to hurt you. Not a single promise will be kept. Whatever you trust the CCP on, that's where you'll lose your life. Chinese people have worked hard all their lives, but instead of a peaceful old age, they get backbreaking labor, a measly pension, and quiet suffering until they fade from memory. People say, look at the high-speed rail, the airports, the subways, that's China's progress. But the real measure of a civilized society, whether it lets its elders live their final years with dignity, common prosperity, total poverty eradication, national revival. In the shadow of these elderly hunched backs, these slogans feel painfully hollow. These seniors are a generation drained dry. More than our sympathy, what they need are the resources stolen from them, their rightful share. And that won't be handed back willingly. Ending the grip of thieves, that's the only way we'll reclaim what belongs to the people.